Good morning. I am 5 minutes earlier today, as always. If you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward or stay with us through our hellos. Good morning, Yanni. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Michael. All right, it is time for us to start. Today we continue our exploration of embodied emotional experiences that Brené Brown combines in the category places we go to when we feel wronged. We already looked into anger and contempt, and the topic today is disgust. Brené Brown writes, "Disgust is a fascinating emotion. Its elicitors are a puzzle. It makes sense that we're disgusted by things that can contaminate our food, but why does this food-related emotion extend itself so deeply into our social world? So that people feel disgusted by certain ethnic groups, or by racism, by homosexuality, or by homophobia, and by a variety of social and moral violations that don't involve anything physically contaminating. With contempt, we'll look down on the other person and we'll want to exclude or ignore them. With disgust, inferiority is not the issue. The feeling is more visceral, more physical. We want to avoid being poisoned, either literally or figuratively. And this poisoning thing feels very real. Researchers believe that the experience of disgust encourages individuals to distance themselves physically from the emotion eliciting source, thereby limiting contact and exposure to the potentially infectious or toxic target. Steven Pinker actually refers to disgust as intuitive microbiology. Disgust arises as a feeling of aversion towards something offensive. We can feel disgusted by something we perceive with our physical senses: sight, smell, touch, sound, taste, by the actions or by the appearances of people, and even by ideas. Paul Ekman, who has made invaluable contributions to the study of relationship between emotions and facial expressions, explains that when we feel disgust, we often wrinkle our nose, choke or gag, cover our mouth or nose while hunching over as if we might vomit, recoil, back away, and often say yuck or ew. And it's not just unseemly behavior that makes us feel disgust toward other people. We've taken an emotion that keeps us safe from the stuff that can make us sick and turned it into emotion that can be weaponized against people who make us sick, simply because we either disagree with them or because they're different from us. Researchers found that reactions of disgust can rapidly lead to dehumanization, marginalizing individuals or group of people altogether. So moral disgust is actually even more dangerous because of its dehumanizing implications. And once we dehumanize people, violence and cruelty toward them become easier to perpetrate because the parts of us that are hardwired to not hurt other people gets turned off. In our minds, we've stripped those people of their humanity altogether. This is really scary. So, what's the antidote to this moral disgust that leads to dehumanization? In my opinion, of course, it's loving kindness. With loving kindness, we remind ourselves of our shared humanity. By sending the loving kindness energy to the person we're disgusted by for whatever reason, we stop looking at this person as an unreal other, this term coined by Tara Brach, and start really seeing them, hearing them, valuing their experiences, even if they're different from ours. So today let's explore this together with a beautiful practice from Tara Brach, where she encourages us to turn this unreal other into a real human being. With this practice, we remind ourselves that just like us, this person wants to be happy, healthy, and at ease. And just like us, they deserve to be seen and heard. They deserve to know deep, natural peace, even if we don't understand them, even if they seem super different from us. So as always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle in. You can scan your body, noticing what's present for you today, physically, emotionally, and mentally. As always, allow your breath to be natural, easy flowing. Don't try to control it. Instead, observe how the breath flows organically through your body without you trying to change it in any way. Observe how your body responds to each inhale and exhale. Tara Brach writes, when we're caught in our self-centered drama, everyone else becomes other to us, different, unreal. The world becomes a backdrop to our own special experience, and everyone in it serves as supporting cast, some as adversaries, some as allies, most as simply irrelevant. Because involvement with our personal desires and concerns prevents us from paying close attention to anyone else, those around us, even family and friends, can become those unreal, two-dimensional cardboard figures, not humans with wants and fears and throbbing hearts. The more different someone seems from us, the more unreal they may feel to us. Not seeing that others are real leads to a father disowning his son for being gay, divorced parents using their children as weapons. All the enormous suffering of violence and war comes from our basic failure to see that others around us are actually real people. Our immediate response of attraction or aversion, of interest or inattention, is part of our biological programming for survival. How a person looks, the way they smell and speak, alerts us to whether or not they are from the same tribe. When we're trapped in this biological trance, we can only read behaviors and opinions as signs of friends or foe. And while this evolutionary conditioning to perceive difference is very powerful, we also have the capacity to relax our armor. We can enlarge our sense of tribe to the entirety of humanity. And this is an experience of radical acceptance. So now bring to mind a person or a group of people who you may be disgusted by in some way, who you dismiss as this unreal other. Be open and honest in this exploration. Remember, the more of your deepest emotional experiences that you may not be proud of, the more of them you uncover and bring to surface, the more easeful, the more expansive your life can become. So who do you dismiss as this unreal other? A person or a group of people? Who do you see as this two-dimensional cardboard figure that only has a supporting role in the play of your life? And once you identify this, notice, how does it feel in your body to reflect on this person or group of people you may be disgusted by? What's your facial expression? What's your breath like? Your posture? And now reflect on all the suffering this person or this group of people might be experiencing right now, in this moment. Remember that just like you, they want to be loved. They want to feel cared for. Just like you, they need to buy groceries. Just like you, they may be worried about money, their health, their relationships. They are real, not two-dimensional. So holding this person or this group of people in your mind's eye, reminding yourself that they are real human beings. Start sending loving kindness towards them. You can repeat after me, or you can choose your own words that resonate. May he or she be filled with loving kindness. May they be well in body and mind. May they be happy, healthy, and free. May they find what they're looking for. May their suffering eases a bit. May I see this person as a real, breathing, three-dimensional being who, just like me, wants to be loved and at peace. May I remember that just like me, this person has their share of suffering, worries, joys. May I remember that this person is real and not just a supporting actor in the movie of my life played in my head. May I release harsh judgments. May I be free from suffering. May they be free from suffering. May we all find deep, natural peace. Today, I invite you to notice how you relate to others. Do you connect with their realness, acknowledging that just like you, they have their share of suffering and joys? Or do you see them as these cardboard figures, characters in your life's movie, unreal others that Tara Brach is talking about? If you notice that you dismiss people as others, see if you can flip your narrative, reminding yourself that they are, in fact, real, just like you. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.